Hello, greetings, and salutations. Welcome to my humble abode for at least the next 3 months aboard the MV Sagamore as a third assistant engineer. I'm your host, ND Knight, and allow me to give you a quick tour of my room. So I have a desk right there with my computer and TV. Got a table and a sofa, and my rack right here where I lay and rest my bones every day. A closet, very exciting, portholes or windows, and my head, but nobody wants to see that, so we'll go ahead and close that up. So that's pretty much it. It seems kind of small, but it's actually quite large for what I use it for. Prior to coming to this ship, I used to be on other ships where the staterooms that we get are actually quite small, literally a shoebox. I would have only a rack, a sink, and a closet. That's it. But it was what I needed and all that I had. So when I first got on board here, I thought I was in the captain's room. But this is where licensed officers have their accommodations. So thank you for joining me for my first episode. I'm new to this, so please bear with me as I go through everything. I started this video log of my life at sea and experiences, because I was actually on YouTube one day and I was watching a video, and I had said I was going to sea for a couple months, and someone said that I should go ahead and start a log, a video of these experiences. And while I'm sure there are thousands of people out there who have lived the life that I am and the career that I'm in, and have their own blogs, I believe everybody has a story to tell. So this is my story, and I'm here to share it, and I hope you like it, and I will do my best to keep it interesting and fun for us. And the YouTube channel I was watching was a nice guy who shows us when he scratches lottery tickets, and that's what I have here tonight, and right here at my desk, and we're gonna go ahead and sit down and scratch one. I actually got this idea from another vessel that I was on, that the chief engineer, my boss, had brought down all his losing lottery tickets to the engine room one day. And I was wondering what they were, and he wanted his engineers to check them and make sure that they were losers, because he was keeping the winners, obviously. But for the entire duration of the trip, which usually runs about 100 days, he bought like $5,000 worth of lottery tickets for him to scratch every day. And I think he ended up earning less than half of that back, so, not the best investment, but it's done in good fun, and I've actually done that for a few vessels now. I would buy a whole bunch of tickets, and I would scratch one a week. Basically what I would do at home. I'd buy one or two a week. And you can see right here, I bought 12 of these tickets. They're $30 each, so $360 investment. And it's called 200 times the cash with a top prize of $5 million. And it's from North Carolina. And I got 12 tickets, so we'll do one every week. I plan to do these episodes once a week. And let's just go over the game really quick. The odds to win are 1 in 2.9, so I'm hoping per the odds that there are at least 4 winners in these 12 tickets. But we'll find out when we scratch them. They could all be losers or they could all be winners. It's completely random. But right here, we have the bonuses. You can get a symbol, 100, 200, 400, or 500. They're extremely rare to win, but I have won on quite a few bonuses. But the thing about winning on a bonus is that you're likely not going to win a top big prize in the bottom half. And in the bottom, we can match any of our numbers to the winning numbers, or you just have a multiplier symbol from 2x, 5x, 10, 20, 50, 100, or even 200. And you might notice that I already scratched one of the codes here. You can actually submit these tickets online for the North Carolina lottery, and you can submit points to play raffles for other cash prizes. So it's kind of like a second chance thing. And I have here a coin from Mr. Get Rich or Die Scratching. He's the YouTube channel I was watching. And he gave me one of his coins that I will use to scratch all of these tickets over the next 12 weeks. Really great guy. I enjoy watching his channel, and when he scratches his lottery tickets, he's very upbeat and keeps it entertaining for all his viewers when he wins or loses. And we got the clutch corner here, which is what the last scratch down here in this corner here. And I always start at the top and do the bonuses, see what I get there, and then I move down to the bottom, and I do it kind of traditionally and slowly, doing it one at a time. But I think it's fun and exciting that way. And if I do get a winner, I'm going to go ahead and scratch it. I'm not going to wait to the end to see what I have, because who knows, maybe one of these is a $5 million winner, and there'd be no reason to scratch the rest of it. Now, when I bought these tickets well over a month ago, there were all 6 remaining top prizes out there, but in that time since, one of them has been claimed, so there's 5 out there, which kind of diminished my hope a little bit of wanting these tickets being a top prize. But you never know, it could still be within my grasp here. And so yeah, let's get started. And the camera is not the best, but I'll go ahead and scratch it, and I'll show you the results. So we'll start with the bonuses, and it doesn't look like we got any luck there, so let's go ahead and move to the bottom. We're going to scratch all the winning numbers and see what we get. Alright, so there are our winning numbers, and we're starting with ticket number 29, which is the black box special. And it has been my experience that the black box on these tickets has always been a winner. I would say maybe 4 out of 5 times these are winners. So, and also when you submit these online to the North Carolina lottery, they give you points to play in raffles. And it has been my experience that the tickets that give you the most points are usually the winners, and the tickets that give you the bare minimum points are the losers. And hopefully that doesn't reflect the winning and losing tickets that I have here, because only this ticket gave me the maximum number of points, whereas all the other tickets gave me the bare minimum when I cashed or submitted them all in online. So hopefully this isn't the only winner, but you know, let's see what we get. So we'll do one at a time. I'm going to try and position the camera so you can see it a little better, but let's go ahead and give it a try. Okay, nothing there. Nope, nothing. Nope, not yet. Nope. Nothing there. Alright, well, it's still early in the game. Just keep going and see what we get. Nothing there. Every once in a while you get teaser numbers where they're one off the winning or your numbers, or they're the reverse numbers. So just gotta get lucky. Let's see what we got here. 27. Nope, nothing there. 33. Mr. Grods calls it bumpin' uglies. I'm not sure why, but it's one way to keep things interesting, keep it fun. Let's see, 44. Nope. 42. Nope. 22. Almost. We got 23 and 21. Again, a teaser. Let's see. 14. Nope. Let's see. 38 and 11. Nope. 29, 47. Nothing there. Got 62 and 28. We had 63 and 61. Again, these numbers tease you sometimes. 6 and 31. No dice. Let's keep going. So we have 30 and 34. Not quite. $49, 16, and 43. Nope. So this last part is what we call the clutch corner. So let's give it a try. Let's see what happens. We're gonna reveal the prize first and see what we have a chance of earning. And it's just a break even. So maybe this is where we get lucky. Let's see if we win. 67. And nope. So this one's a bust. Not off to a good start, but hey, can't win if you don't play. And just kind of dispels my belief of the black box specials being winners all the time. But I have won on a lot of them, so maybe next time. So we'll see what next week will bring. And got a couple minutes, so how about we go over to the couch and I can discuss some topics that I have on my mind. Penny for your thoughts, right? So here we are. Adjust the camera a little bit. The light on it died, so the room's a little dark, but that's all right. So let's see. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and turn the camera and face it towards me. Hopefully you see me. But here I am, the man behind the camera. So for my name, let's see. Mr. Vecino called me Mr. Howd in the 3rd grade, and my friends call me John. But Hans Gruber, you're neither. Great Christmas movie, by the way. Greatest movie of all time, in my opinion, for Christmas movies. But yeah, my name's John, and I actually wrote down some topics just to discuss with you really quick. Well, for one thing, as an engineer, I do carry tools around with me. I'll just go over them with you really quick. I have this. It's a Ford wrench. And believe it or not, a lot of engineers have asked me what this wrench is, and I'm like, really? But yeah, it's called a Ford wrench. It's also called a Stilson wrench that I learned from one of my chief engineers, who is actually the chief engineer who started bringing lottery tickets on board, and that I've been doing for the last couple vessels that I've been on. And I guess you could also call it a monkey wrench without the teeth for dealing with pipes. And then I also carry a crescent wrench, which I call an adjustable wrench, but other people call it a crescent wrench, which is fine, same thing. And then probably one of the most critical tools that anybody should have on any ship, whether it's for recreational or work, is a flashlight. These things will save your life. I learned that when I went to school at Mass Maritime for about a year and a half before transferring over to SUNY Maritime, where I completed my degree in licensing program. I actually carried one of these when I went on my 2 cruises for vacation. It was the Impractical Jokers cruise, which was a lot of fun. I love those 4 guys and their show, but Murray's my favorite. I actually carried one of these. Not that anything happened on the ship, but you never know. And I know a lot of people nowadays, they use their camera on their phone for light, or they'll use some smartphones have a flashlight that they use, but it doesn't provide much light. And I always like to carry these around just for peace of mind and safety. They do provide a lot of light, and they will save you on a ship if the lights go out, because it gets really dark. There's just no light. Although some modernized ships will have like illuminated or glow-in-the-dark signs that will direct you if you don't have a light source. And of course, ships always come with backup generators. So if the lights go out, the generators will usually kick on and come back and bring the lights. And I also carry a pen with me when I have to fill out the logbook. And I also carried a Gerber multi-tool, but I couldn't find it at my house when I was coming to this vessel, so I had to leave it. I'm sure I'll find it the day that I get home in a couple months from now. Unfortunately, when I'm on vacation, I have access to a lot of tremendous food, but when I come on board ships, the mess deck food is less than spectacular, unfortunately. I actually lose weight because the mess deck food, there will be days where the menu is just so unappetizing that I will just grab a granola bar or some small snack and then just get back to work. It's unfortunate, but that's the case with most vessels that I've been on. I have heard of one vessel that had tremendous food, but unfortunately the crew was less than spectacular. I will work on pretty much any ship as long as the crew, works well together. I've been on ships that were like 100% perfect, but the crew and the drama was just not worth my time to stay on board. And I've also been on ships that were basically falling apart, but because the crew worked so well together and as a team, that I was able to stay on long and continue working with them and have a good work experience. And when I stay on these ships, it's usually for a 3-month on, 3-month off rotation. I think that's a good work-life balance, because I get 6 months out of the year for vacation, which not a whole lot of people can say that they have within their careers or their profession. So that's to me a nice benefit, that I'm able to work on ships for only 6 months and be paid well enough that I can stay home for 6 months and spend time with family. And I especially want to spend time with family this year because my younger brother and his wife have just welcomed a new daughter this past January, making me a new uncle. And I'm very excited for them and for myself. I hope to be the fun uncle when she grows up. I plan to take her to amusement parks and pizza parlors and play video games with her. And it's just going to be great. So you may have noticed that I had a High Chew on my desk. It's one of my new favorite candies. I actually discovered that candy about 1.5 years ago on another ship. And it's really good. I really enjoy it. But probably my all-time favorite candy is Snickers. And it just reminds me of Halloween, which is a fun holiday. I try to get into it whenever I can, whenever I'm home. And this you may or may not believe, but I actually reached out to an artist, a costume artist, over in California. And for $2,200, he made me a full Predator costume. And it was so worth it. I wore it for several years when I finally got it, and it stole the show every time. And it always won costume contests, and I would always get like either a $50 or a $100 gift card to some store, making it totally worth it for a $2,200 price ticket on that costume. But if I knew how to post videos, or pictures on YouTube, I would post pictures of my costume and also pictures of some lottery tickets that I took pictures of that show me winning on the clutch corner, and also showing me winning my biggest win ever, which was a $5,000 win on a $20 ticket. And maybe we can break that record with one of our tickets that I have on board here over the next couple of weeks. But I think that'll do it for now. I'd like to see how this video works out, and if anybody has any suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comments, or questions that you'd like to learn about or ask me about with regards to more shipboard life. I'll also tell some sea stories that I've had over the years. I've been in this profession about 12 years now, and there are just some things that you never forget as you travel with a whole bunch of people, and that's one of the benefits. And it could also be considered a con in this kind of industry, because when you travel from ship to ship, you're always meeting new crew and new people and having new experiences, and allows you to travel all over the world. In my first 5 years sailing, I got to see almost all of Europe, and I got to work with a great crew, and as the crews change, you meet new people. So if you ever end up on a ship like I have many times before, where the crew is less than spectacular, the best part is that you don't have to work with them forever. You can go to another vessel and hope for the best that the crew there is reliable, reputable, and works well with everybody. And I'm glad to say on this ship, everyone works well. So this is actually my second trip on this ship. It's good to be back. But for now, let me know what you think about the video in the comments, and I read every comment. I only have one other video, and I've read all the comments there, and I will definitely address any questions you may have in the next upcoming videos. So for now, I just want to shout out to all my maritime and merchant mariner friends and colleagues. I know at times sailing out at sea can be tough, and it may feel like a thankless job, but it's one of the more critical jobs I believe in. And I'm right there with you. It definitely requires some sacrifices on our part for our work and our life, but I truly appreciate everything that everybody does in this profession and in all other professions. But because I have a specific connection with merchant mariners and those in the Navy and everybody else out at sea, I give you my personal thank you, and hope that you will continue to have the strength to carry out all your duties safely and responsibly, and be sure to get home safely and in one piece. That is a critical thing for a lot of seagoers, is our mental state. Be happy and healthy in what you do, because unfortunately, when this pandemic hit the world back in 2020, I have read stories of mariners who had to stay on board ships, essentially being quarantined, and they had been on the ships for years and needed to get home for their mental health, but they were unable to. And unfortunately, I heard of some mariners ending their life on the ship because they couldn't leave, and I thought that's really sad. And it just brings more emphasis to a 3-month on, 3-month off rotation that I'm doing, because it is good for my health overall, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, all of that. And again, it is a tough profession that requires a great deal of resilience, leadership, and a great mindset to be able to handle the stress of being out at sea. And I'm also going to try and do a video in the morning when we're out at sea, because I have duty until midnight every night, and I got off about 2 hours ago to make this video, and it's dark out. I would love to be able to show you through the portholes or the windows, the rest of the ship outside while it's out at sea. It would be an interesting element to these videos. But I also want to shout out to my family and friends back home who are safe and sound on land, and to my new niece, Olivia. And a very special shout out to a wonderful lady, Laura, and all her fur babies. I actually wrote them down because she's a tremendous animal lover with an even more tremendous heart. And their names are Bandit, which I think is a cool name, and then there's Mumfler and Shumple, I think. I probably butchered that name. Then there's Smeagol and Boops and Plumpers. Sounds like a spoiled fat cat that I have back home. And then S'mores, that's a good name. I love making the food s'mores for campfires, especially during the summer when I go camping. And I do have some camping stories to tell you. And then there's Burnty and Jekyll. So, shout out to all her cat and alpaca friends. And yeah, that's it. So thank you for joining me tonight. I hope the video went well and that you enjoyed it, and you'll have some comments for me to help improve my videos or to add to them, and that you'll join me for my future videos. So have a good night, and take it easy, and if it's easy, take it twice. Alright, enough of the jokes. Alright, well, have a good night.